Hi, I'm Amy from eSpares, and in this video I'll be showing you what to do if your Hoover washing machine displays the error code E02. If your appliance isn't detecting water during the fill phase, it's likely to be due to an error with your water inlet valve, but we will also go through a few checks that you can do to make sure that it's nothing else as well. In this video, we're lucky to have a guest presenter helping us, so this is Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma from DIY with Emma, a channel focused on helping you into DIY and helping you learn the skills that you need to maintain the space that you live. I do DIY hacks, how-tos and daily follow-along projects where I show you what goes well and sometimes what doesn't go so well.
To complete this repair, you're going to need a pair of pliers, a flat blade screwdriver, a 7mm socket and a washing up bowl. If you don't already have any of these, we'll link down below in the description where you can get them off our website.
Before you get started, make sure that your machine is switched off and fully disconnected from the mains.
First, I'm going to go through a few things that you need to check so you can rule out any other problem before getting to the bottom of the issue. So the first thing to check is inside the machine to see if the water is filling or not. And if it's not, you'll need to go to the water supply and make sure that it's turned on. If the water is on, then you're going to want to check that the water is flowing correctly. You can do this by using a washing up bucket and disconnecting the valve at the back of your machine, then directing it into the washing up bowl.
If the water supply seems fine, then you'll know the issue is with the washing machine itself. The first thing to check on the washing machine is that the water is flowing into the soap dispenser.
If you find that your soap dispenser drawer isn't filling with water, then this could potentially mean that your water inlet valve is faulty. So this will need to be replaced, but before you do that, you'll need to disconnect the water fill hose from the back of your machine, and you can use a pair of plumbing grips to help you if you need to as well.
Then use your 7mm socket to remove the 3 7mm nuts from underneath the top panel at the rear of the appliance. And now with the nuts removed, you can gently slide off the lid and put it to one side.
So now that we've removed the top panel, we can see here at the back of the machine that this is the water inlet valve. So first we're going to need to disconnect the 2 sockets here. We can do that just by lifting up this little tab and pulling. Then if we come to the back of the machine, we'll need to use our small flat blade screwdriver to push in the 2 plastic locking tabs here. And as we do that, we'll need to start twisting the valve itself 90 degrees anti-clockwise. Then using a pair of pliers, you can then release the metal hose clips from the hoses that connect to the valve. At this point as well, you might need to take a photo or a note of which hose connects to which inlet valve, as they will need to put back in the same position. Then you can pull the hoses off to release them, and if these are tight, you can twist the valve a bit. Now it's time to fit your new inlet valve, and we'll link below in our description where you can find them on our website. But to make sure that you get the right one for your make and model, you'll need to have your model number to hand. So if you aren't sure about it, take a look at our video up here on how to find the model number on your washing machine. Also, if your replacement part ends up looking slightly different to the original, don't be alarmed, because as long as you've used your model number to find it, it will be the correct one for your make and model. So now that we have the correct replacement part, it's time to fit it and put your machine back together. So I'll hand over to Emma to refit it.
Refer back to your photo and fit the new inlet valve to the correct hose. Place the metal clips over the hose and tightly secure them over the valve inlets. Then push the valve into place within the washing machine. Be sure to align the inlet valve with the rear panel whilst doing this. Turn the valve 90 degrees to lock it into place. And when you see these plastic pieces pop through, then you know it's in the right place. Next, reconnect the 2 plugs to the valve Remember that these are colour coded and will need to be put back in the same position. Then finally, refit the top panel by sliding it onto the top of the machine. And then refitting the 3 7mm nuts.
And that's all there is to it. Over time, you may also find bad smells coming from your washing machine. So if this is the case, take a look at our video down here on how to clean a smelly washing machine.
And if you're new to DIY and want to pick up more handy hints and tips, we will tag my channel DIY with Emma in the description for you.
Before you go, be sure to subscribe to our channel for plenty more appliance repairs, maintenance guides and all things e-spares. And also make sure you subscribe to Emma's channel for plenty more DIY fun. Thanks for watching!